There is no one more deserving of our Cinema Icon Award than Mr. Samuel L. Jackson. Woo! Yes, he is a versatile talent, a true icon, creating memorable characters in more than 100 films, including Pulp Fiction, Goodfellas, Jurassic Park, Jungle Fever, Shaft, Coach Carter, Snakes on a Plane, Django Unchained, the list goes on and on. He has also appeared in some of the most beloved and successful franchises in history, including Die Hard with a Vengeance, Star Wars Episode 1, and as Nick Fury in numerous films in the ever-expanding Marvel Cinematic Universe. Jackson is currently filming Captain Marvel opposite Brie Larson and recently wrapped production on New Line's Son of Shaft. On January 18th, 2019, Jackson will return as Elijah Price, aka Mr. Glass. We can't wait. We've waited a long time for this one. In M. Night Shyamalan's Glass, a comic book thriller that brings together the narratives of Touchstone's Unbreakable and Universal's Split. Glass will be released by Universal Pictures in North America and by Buena Vista International abroad. And joining Jackson, Bruce Willis will reprise the role of David Dunn from Unbreakable, and James McAvoy and Anya Taylor-Joy will return as their Split characters. Let's take a look at some of Mr. Jackson's most iconic performances. Oh, Jackson can next be seen in Avengers: Infinity War, which opened tonight as the voice of Frozen in Disney Pixar's The Incredibles 2 on June 15th, and Glass opens January 18th, 2019. He does not stop working. Please help me welcome to the stage. I could say this because we're not on camera right now, right? The talented motherfucker, Samuel Jackson.
I can read somebody else's speech? Nice. Thank you very much to NATO and Lisa Casteller for speaking to you about giving me this award. This is really kind of out there for me because, you know, I got in this business because I liked acting and I was in love with a woman who was an actress. And the only way I could hang around with her was to be in the theater. And she's still hanging around with me. Thank you, LaTanya. Love you. Getting here, wow, what a trip. I used to call my agent and ask her if Hollywood called. She would always say no. And one day I called and she actually said yes. You just won some award at the Cannes Film Festival and you got a call from somebody in Hollywood who wants to see you about doing a movie. And I've been doing it ever since. But I was fortunate enough at some point that this woman and a partner flew to North Carolina where I was doing Amos and Andrew with Nicolas Cage, Eli Selden, who wanted to be my manager. I couldn't figure out why I needed somebody else to give 10% of my money to, but she said, stick with me, we're going to go places. And I believed her. And she brought in other people like Deborah Klein, my lawyer, who's there, who believed in me and helped me along. Lisa Casteller came in, my publicist, and they, in turn, led me to Tony Howard, my agent, who's there, and Carter Cohn, and now Karen Sellers. And all these people are really, really what got me to this place of being what you're calling an icon, because they allowed me to make choices and back me and let me go to those auditions or put me in those rooms with those people. And I had an opportunity to make them believe that I could make their movies some money. And you guys too, apparently. I grew up in Chattanooga, Tennessee, doing segregation. And I went to the movies a lot. The segregated movies, the Liberty and the Grand. They were the black theaters in Chattanooga. They were cat-a-corner from each other. And I spent a lot of time in those theaters until I was able to go to the Rogers Theater, which was the big white theater downtown. And my first film in that particular theater happened to be From Russia with Love, which I didn't get in to see because it was sold out, so I had to go watch a Peter Sellers movie. And I discovered Peter Sellers, which wasn't so bad. But I know all of you own theaters in all these different states, and wherever I've worked or been on location, I guarantee you I've been in your theater. I go to the movies when I'm on location, because that's what we do. White cherry slushy, my drink. Super popcorn, white cherry slushy, that's my drink. But I've really been fortunate and been supported by a lot of people. And like I said, I know that this is an entertainment business, and I appreciate everything, that people do when they do, deep, heavy movies. And I love watching Black Panther because that's the kind of movie I would have gone to see when I was a kid. And thank you for making that movie and getting all those kids and all these other people enthused about the movies again. I love my job, and I choose movies a lot of times because they're movies that I would go see if I was a kid, or movies that I want to see myself in, because, let's face it, I like watching myself on screen. No doubt about it. So I make those choices. And thank you for recognizing that. I'm really, really happy that I became in your eyes, what I used to sit in the movie theaters and watch when I watched Errol Flynn, when I watched Sidney Poitier, when I watched John Wayne, Roy Rogers, the Three Stooges, Mickey Rooney, people I never thought I'd meet, but I got out here and I had relationships with, and it became something. But this means something to me too, that you recognize the fact that I work hard, I enjoy my work, and hopefully I will continue to make lots of money for you guys with these films that we're all part of in this Marvel universe, and Unbreakable, and films that kids can remember and think about that become important parts of their cinematic lives. And for young actors who want to find a way in this world, always find something that makes you happy. You don't necessarily have to go out there and try to be the best actor in the world. Go out there and be the happiest actor in the world. And that's what I am. Thank you all. Thank my team for everything they did. And thank you, LaTanya, for giving me all that you've given me. Love you. Thank you.